Hi, my name's Diane Weston from the University of Kent. I'm going to be going through an overview of the university, and then there'll be plenty of time at the end for questions. So please feel free to put your questions in the chat or wait until the end. And anything, any question you want, no question is stupid. If I can ask you also just to keep yourselves on mute while I'm going through the presentation, because sometimes there's a little bit of background noise, but that would be great if you could keep yourselves on mute. So, as I say, I am Diane Weston. I'm a Senior International Officer at the University of Kent. My main area that I look after is the Middle East. So I visit the Middle East quite a lot, but also I manage the team of international officers who interact with students from all over the world. So hopefully you'll meet some of my colleagues at some stage in the future. So just to start with, I'm going to give you an overview. We'll be looking at some entry requirements, what is a bit special about Kent, what we can offer you as students. I'll talk a little about the accommodation and our fees, and then, as I say, plenty of time for questions at the end. So we are in the UK. We've got two campuses in the UK. One is in a very beautiful city called Canterbury. This is our main campus, and then we also have a second campus in the UK in an area called Medway. We also have postgraduate centres in Brussels and Paris, and these are quite specialist postgraduate centres. And we're down here in the southeast corner of the UK. So this is our Canterbury campus. You can see it's surrounded by green. It's a very nice campus. Kent is known as the Garden of England, so there's lots of greenery around and a really beautiful countryside. But we're also within easy access of the main airports in the UK, and it takes about, well, less than 1 hour to get into the centre of London. So really nice location. As I say, we're a campus university, so that means all of our teaching, living, social spaces, they're all in one location. So you can see up here at the top of the photograph, these are sports facilities. In the centre here, we've got an art centre with a cinema and theatre, and here we've got some shops, we've got a medical centre, so everything is here in one place, and it's about 10 minutes into the centre of the city of Canterbury. Our Medway campus, which again is about 40 minutes into the centre of London. We share this campus with a couple of other universities, and it's a bit smaller. We don't run all of our programmes here, we just run a few programmes here on the Medway campus, but again, a nice location. So as I say, Canterbury is in Kent, and Medway is as well. It's a very beautiful part of the country, really nice countryside for you to go and visit. It's also close to the coast, so lots of nice seaside places for you to visit as well. And just 54 minutes by train into London. The Medway location, Medway is actually an area, it's not a city. Medway is made up of 5 towns. and it's about 20 minutes from London by train, but then it's about 15-20 minutes to get to the train station. So we have about 19,000 students in total, predominantly undergraduate, but again, lots of postgraduate student courses that we do. We have students from all over the world, so it's a very diverse population. And we've got lots of links with institutions around the world where you can take advantage of study abroad opportunities, or we collaborate with other universities in a variety of different partnerships. So here are a few rankings. I won't go into these all that much, but you can find these out for yourself. But we are very well ranked in the UK and in the world for many programmes. We're especially well known for law and some of the social sciences, but then we have some quite specific programmes as well that we are ranked really quite highly for. Our business school has got triple accreditation, which means this is one of the only, I think it's about 1% of business schools in the world that has this triple accreditation, which shows it's a mark of quality, really. And we've done well in the Research Excellence Framework, and in the last Teaching Excellence Framework, we were awarded gold. So we're split into 6 divisions. Again, I'm not going to go into each and every single programme that we offer, otherwise we will be here all day. But basically we have courses in business. So as I say, in our triple accredited business school, lots of different kinds of business management, accounting, marketing, those kind of programmes. Computing, engineering and maths. It's quite self-explanatory, really. We do some of the quite really popular programs such as cybersecurity, artificial intelligence, things like that in computing. We're also very, very well known for actuarial science, and our actuarial science program offers the most exemptions from the professional qualifications, more than any other university. Within natural sciences, we have things like biosciences, biomedical sciences, physics, astrophysics, sport and exercise science. We also have a pharmacy programme and the Kent and Medway Medical School, where we have our medical programme run in conjunction with Canterbury Christ Church University. A very popular division is law, society and social justice, where we have obviously our law programs and a lot of social policy, sociology kind of programs, and very highly ranked journalism program, which is in our Medway campus. Then within human and social sciences, again, we're very well known for politics and international relations and psychology, and then some quite niche programs within anthropology and conservation. And then more creative kind of programs we've got to do with architecture. We also do things like graphic design and interior design, and then programs associated with music and audio technology, along with some languages and history programs. So that's a flavour of what we do. Quite a wide variety of programs, which I'm sure will be of interest to you, hopefully. So we offer our own international foundation programme. There aren't many universities in the UK that have their own foundation programme, but we have our own university designed and delivered international foundation programme. Should you need to do a course in between finishing your school and coming into first year of university in the UK. So again, if you need more information about that, please let me know. But our foundation programme will lead on to, it's about 95% of our programmes will have a foundation programme. We also do pre-sessional English language programmes should you need to improve your level of English before you start. We have joint honours programmes at undergraduate level, so you can study to have a, I suppose the American terminology would be a double major, so 2 majors, but we have some joint honours programmes that you can study, and lots and lots of different bachelor's programmes and master's programmes and PhD study. As I said, we also have our Kent and Medway Medical School. So in terms of entry requirements, all of this is on our website. For undergraduate, you have a look for the programme that you're interested in, and there it will have our entry requirements, which are usually articulated in terms of A-levels and the IB requirements. Now, if you're not taking A-levels or IB, then have a look on our country pages, and then it will tell you in your school system what grades we're looking for. And the same for postgraduate as well. We say what kind of UK degree classification we're looking for. For example, in biotechnology and bioengineering, we ask for a 2-2. And then on your country page where you've studied your bachelor's degree, you can see that if we're asking for a 2-2, we will be asking for this kind of GPA. Most of our courses will require 6.5 IELTS, but we do accept many other English language qualifications. Again, all of that is on our website. So things that are a bit special about Kent, I suppose, we are what is known as a collegiate university, which means you will belong to a college, a different college within the university. And you will belong to a college where you will be having social activities. There will be more pastoral support. You'll have a college master who will be looking after you. So it's another kind of little community within the university as a whole. We take the welfare of our students very seriously, and we offer a lot of support to all of our students. This could be to do with your learning. So we have something called the Student Learning Advisory Service, which will be giving you a lot of support. You can have drop-in sessions with them. They can help you with your writing if need be, all sorts of advice that they will give you. We have academic advisors for all of our students, where you will have one-to-one advice and guidance from the advisors within your school. Again, your career, your future career, and future jobs are very important. We believe very much in education to help you prepare for the world of work, and we have lots of things which are there to help you with your transition from university to work and help you get on the career ladder. We have something called the Employability Points Scheme, where during the year you can earn points by taking part in some activities. That could be volunteering, or it could be being a student ambassador, or all sorts of different things that you could do. You then get some points for these activities, and then at the end of the year, well, around about March time, they add up your points, and you could get an internship, or you could do job shadowing using your points that you have earned throughout the year. So lots of schemes like that which will help you with making you as attractive to future employers as possible. We also offer lots of work placements within our programs. Many undergraduate and postgraduate courses will have a period of optional work placement. And we have something called the Job Shop, which has all of the current possibilities if you want to be working while you are studying, and also after you graduate as well. So lots of advice, whether you want to do work while you're studying, or, as I say, to start your career when you graduate. We also obviously offer lots of support with visas, accommodation, and all sorts of student support and well-being. We have a health service on campus, and a lot of support if you should be experiencing any psychological or disability issues, anything that will help you enjoy your time and make your time better. So lots and lots of support in the university. All you have to do is ask for it. Kent Union will also help, again, giving advice and support on all sorts of different things. They also help with employability. They organise recruitment fairs, and they run the Job Shop that I just mentioned. And they organise a lot of social activities. So social life, your life outside of your classes, is also very, very important. So other things that we offer are elective modules, where you can choose modules throughout the university. So if you're doing a certain programme, you say, for example, I don't know, you're doing criminology, you might want to take another module in history of art. Well, that's fine, you can do that. There are lots of opportunities to take different modules. We also offer things like Study Plus, which are usually non-credit bearing programs, where you might want to learn a language, learn a different language, or just do something for interest rather than be examined in it. We have a lot of support if you want to start your own business, support if you want to do a course, maybe if you want to do more to do with computing, you can do an extra year and have a course with computing. A lot of study abroad opportunities. If you would like to do a period where you will study in another country, either in Europe or outside of Europe, we run some summer schools, lots of volunteering opportunities, and we encourage all of our students, if you want to get involved in student life and our student societies, and maybe, you know, join in organising them. This again is all very good experience and good for your CV. As I say, working and jobs is a very important part. I've mentioned our job shop. We have a massive database of lots of available jobs. There are some jobs that you can do on campus. Again, our employability point scheme, which I've mentioned, and our work placements. We have a big careers and employability service who will help you with your CVs or preparing for interviews. We have employability fairs, and obviously the graduate route visa, which means you can work after you graduate in the UK. We can help you find available opportunities now that the graduate route visa is quite easy to come by. Lots and lots of clubs and societies. As I say, the social aspect of your studies is really important. It's not just about the study. We have many different societies and sports facilities. So sports clubs, and we have something called Kent Sport, where we have a big gym, which has got, you know, fitness suite and all these weights and whatever. We do lots of classes, so you can go and join in a Zumba program or yoga lattes or whatever. We've got indoor and outdoor pitches, lots of different classes, all sorts of things available, whether you want to do it just for yourself or to keep fit or to socialize, but also lots of sports clubs that compete with other university sports clubs. If you come to the University of Kent and you stay in accommodation, you have free Kent Sport membership for your first year. So you get Premium Plus Sports membership, which gives you unlimited access to many of the facilities I've just mentioned. So that's quite a nice little incentive to get you to join in lots of sports. So other things outside of your classes, it's not just about sport. We've got lots of activities more to do with the arts. You can get involved in drama, in music. We've got music rooms, we've got theatre, we've got cinema. So lots of things for you to get involved in. Join in with one of the orchestras, or you can either participate or you can be a spectator, because they put on lots of shows throughout the year. So lots of things for you to get involved in. On the campuses, there is a lot of different options for you to go and eat. There's obviously food is important, and there are lots of different places which give a variety of different types of food, from your traditional burgers to there's Italian Dolce Vita restaurant. There's all sorts of different things. Just about every building has got somewhere where you can have something to eat or drink. And the same on the Medway campus. There's this restaurant here called the Deep End, which is a student social hub in Medway, where you can get all sorts of different types of food as well. Because it's a campus university, it's very easy to get around the Canterbury campus. There are lots of bikes available, and we've now got those little electric scooters whizzing around campus. So, I mean, most people will walk around campus because it's easy to get around. It's about 20 minutes to walk into the centre of Canterbury, but you can also get there by bus in less than 10 minutes. Your safety obviously is very important. It's a campus university, it's a safe university. Canterbury is quite safe, but we do have this app just to make you feel secure. So, you know, if you do get into any bother, you can just use this app and someone will assist you. We also have something on campus where, say, you're a very good student, so you're working in the library, you don't realise what the time it is, it's midnight, it's dark outside, you can telephone campus security and somebody will come and walk back with you to your accommodation. And as I say, it's not because it's dangerous, it's because we want you to feel safe and secure. So lots of accommodation available on campus. They're all single study rooms, all sorts of different options, whether you have your own ensuite shower room, bathroom, or whether you might share a couple of bathrooms with some other students, and whether you have food included. So quite a wide range, and of course the price of them depends on which option you choose, whether you have food included or how big your room is. So lots of different options. And the same on Medway. Well, in Medway, all of the rooms there are single rooms with ensuite facilities in each room. So these are the fees. We have non-lab based fees. So fees are ones, so for example, most of the business programs or more the business law, things like that, which are more desk-based rather than laboratory based. So the lab ones are generally to do with sciences and engineering. So all of that information is on the course page. We do have some scholarships available. We've got some scholarships for undergraduate students. We have academic excellence scholarships, which are automatic if you get good A-level or IB grades. And then we have some international scholarships, which are worth £3,000, and you need to apply for these. Again, the same at postgraduate level, and then within the different divisions and schools, there are also some scholarships available, and then external scholarships such as Chevening and the British Council Great Scholarships. Some deadlines here for you. This is for this year, but I suppose if you're looking at next year, they're round about the same. So we would encourage you to make your application as early as possible so that you can get to university in time and everything is sorted out before Welcome Week which is usually type of mid-September. Right, there are a few contacts here, so a few resources. You can have a virtual visit of the university, so you can have a look around and explore the campuses. UCAS for undergraduate programs. Course information here, all of the different courses, undergraduate, postgraduate, and our foundation program. Here's a link to our scholarships and the accommodation. So that was a very quick whiz through, and now it's time for questions. So any type of questions that you might have, I am more than happy to answer. So I'll stop sharing that.
Hi, Leanne. So one question we've got that's come through is with regards to cybersecurity, and if the University of Kent offers an undergraduate in cybersecurity, and what would the requirements be?
Yeah, we do have a bachelor's degree in cybersecurity. It's a 3-year program, and you can also do that with a year in industry. So it's a 3-year program just to get your bachelor's degree, but then we have also the option of doing a 1-year work placement. In terms of entry requirements, it depends what school system is being studied, but it's 30 points in the IB, or something like AAB for A levels, but you know, it depends what school system they're studying.
Thank you for that. Another question that's come through is with regards to BBA, and if the University of Kent does it, and also if it's fully funded scholarships available for that.
Right, we have lots of programs, as I say, within business. So we do things like business management, international business, so a wide range of business programs. You can also specialize in things like marketing, or yeah, I can't remember the others now, but yeah, lots of business kind of programs. We don't, and we do things like accounting and finance, business and management, international business, yeah, and management, yeah. So you asked about fully funded scholarships, didn't you? We don't have any fully funded scholarships. The scholarships that we offer are partial scholarships. Again, you know, we would love to give everyone, you know, generous scholarships, but we don't have the resources really to give lots of fully funded ones, I'm afraid. So they're partial.
Thank you very much, Dan. And another question that's coming in, it's regarding civil engineering for the undergraduate. So the B.Eng in civil engineering, is that available at the University of Kent?
No, I'm afraid not. No. Within engineering, we don't really do the kind of construction kind of program. So we don't do civil engineering or some of the big engineering ones. We do mechanical engineering, electronic and computer systems engineering, and biomedical engineering. So it's not lots and lots of engineering, I'm afraid. It's just those 3 engineering programs, not civil.
Amazing for that. Thank you very much. Diane. And with regards to tuition fees, I know you showed the slide. What is the range in terms of the tuition fees? What's the lowest and what's the highest price for the tuition fees?
So it's as I said, something like 17,000 is the lowest, and then it goes up to about 21,400, I think, is the highest. Again, but the medical program is a lot more expensive. So medicine is something like 46,000 or something. So the medicine program is very, very expensive. But the majority of our undergraduate and postgraduate programs are between 17 and 22.
Amazing. Thank you very much for that. And with regards to a January intake, does the University of Kent have a January 2023 intake? And if you do, when would the application start or be open for that intake?
Okay. The only programs that we have a January intake for are at postgraduate level, not at undergraduate level. The postgraduate programs that we have are things like project management, that has a January start date. Many of our law programs also start in January, and postgraduate programs within politics and international relations. I mentioned that we have a centre in Brussels. Those also have a January start date, but it's just postgraduate, not undergraduate. And we will be taking applications for a January start date from now, really. You can apply for it anytime.
Sorry, Dan, thank you very much for that. Another question that's come in is, what are the requirements for the French baccalaureate in order to be accepted into the medicine program at the University of Kent?
So for the French bac, okay, so we would be looking for good sciences. So really, you know, physics, chemistry, biology would be very important, I suppose. And I think in the French bac, we would be looking for probably about 13.5 or 14 out of 20 for the French bac. But we would be looking, as I say, at the sciences and hopefully in maths as well. So we'd be looking at good scores in those, but it would be good to get 14. So
thank you, Diane, appreciate that. And we've also got a question on data analytics, and if data analytics is available at the university at postgraduate or undergraduate level.
Yeah. So we have programs both at undergraduate and at postgraduate. We are, so our undergraduate program, I think, is called data science. Yeah, so we do data science, which again is a 3-year program. You can also do a joint honours with economics and data science, so you can do economics with data science. You can also have a year in industry, if that's something of interest. So you can do it 3 years as a bachelor's degree, or 4 years, including a period of work placement. At postgraduate level, we've got an MSc in Statistical Data Science. This is a 1-year program, like most master's programs. Again, you can do a period of work placement with this program as well at postgraduate level. So the work placement can be up to, I think it's a maximum of 1 year, depending on how long your program is. But yeah, so we do both undergraduate and postgraduate in that area.
Thank you very much, Diane. And you've mentioned quite a few times now, the postgraduate placement that you've just mentioned, for up to a year. What would there be any fee for that placement? And what would the fee be?
Yeah, so if a student does a 1-year industrial placement as part of the program, there is a small fee. I think it's just over £1,000 for that year, because you are still a University of Kent student. We still will be looking after you. You will be on the University of Kent CAS, so you don't have to apply for another visa for that. That's all within your University of Kent study period. So we come and visit you and give you support. So you are still University of Kent students, so there is a small charge for that. Most of the work placements are paid, so you will be probably earning money that year, and they're usually quite good salaries. They're good kind of graduate level salaries, so enough for you to live on. And sometimes students will even be able to save a little bit, and that will help in your final year. And something that is really good about doing a placement, if you possibly can, is there about 1/3 of our students who do a placement are then offered a job with that company for when they graduate. So it's a really good thing to do if you possibly can.
Thank you very much for that, Diane. Another question we've got is with regards to the medical program at the University of Kent. How long is the program?
It's 5 years. It's a 5-year BMBS, Bachelor of Medicine, Bachelor of Surgery. So our medicine program is based, some of it on our campus, our Canterbury campus. We do it jointly with Canterbury Christ Church University, which is also in Canterbury, and some of the sessions are done there. So you can choose if you have accommodation at Kent or with Canterbury, but a lot of what we do right from the beginning of the 5-year program, you will be doing type of work placements. I can't remember what they're called now, there's a special term for them, where you will be working in the community right from a very, very early stage of the program.
Thank you for that. And with regards to the admissions process for journalism, when does that begin?
Well, it began, if it's an undergraduate program, the same as everything else, UCAS will open usually round about mid-September. and the process for journalism is a little bit more complicated, because you have to do a bit of a writing test and have an interview. So it is a little bit more complicated, I suppose, than another program, because you don't have to have an interview for all of the other programs, but you do for journalism. But I'd say if you want to start September 2023, apply as early as you can, say September of this year. So give it a good year. Yeah.
Thank you for answering, Diane. And with regards to, I know you mentioned economics previously, is there anything related to petroleum or oil and gas or anything like that that the University of Kent offers?
No, I'm afraid not. No, we don't really have all that much in, as I say, in the way of those big engineering programs. It's yeah, the three that I mentioned: mechanical engineering, biomedical engineering, and computer and electronic engineering, but not any of the big oil and gas ones, I'm afraid.
Thank you very much for that, Diane. With regards to the MSc statistics for data analytics that you mentioned, data analysis, you said that there's a January intake for that. When would the applications be open?
I don't no, we haven't got a January start date for the data analytics. That starts in September. Or the statistical data science is what it's called. We don't, but that only starts in September.
Okay, thank you. And do you have any sort of tests or exams for your scholarships?
No, generally not. We just look, they are usually based on good academic results. So if you're applying for a postgraduate scholarship, we will be looking at what grades you get in your bachelor's degree. If you're applying for a bachelor's scholarship, we'll be looking at your school grades. So they are based generally on achieving good academic grades, but we don't have a specific test for them.
Thank you for that clarification, Diane. And with regards to the medical course, do you require a BMAT to be taken as per as for the admissions?
No, we look, obviously, school grades. You need to do the UCAT, which is UK Clinical Aptitude Test, which is an online test, and then we would be inviting successful candidates to take part in interviews, but we don't need the BMAT.
Thank you for that, Diane. And with regards to the medical program, do you require students or applicants to do extracurricular activities as part of the application to show sort of something extra in addition to their academic background?
Excuse me.
That's okay.
Yeah. Oh dear, excuse me. Yes, it's a very important part of the application for medicine, that you need to show that you've worked or volunteered in some kind of medical or healthcare setting. This is there, I suppose, to show that you are absolutely dedicated to becoming a doctor, and you've got some experience of working in a kind of looking after people setting, in a medical kind of setting. So it would be a very important part of the process to show that maybe you've volunteered in an old people's home, or you've done some work shadowing with a doctor or in a hospital. You've had some kind of work experience. That is the most important thing, really. Other extracurriculars are important if you can demonstrate what kind of qualities they give you. So we're not interested in the fact that you play football. So what, you know, that doesn't really, but if you can say, I was captain of the football team, so that gave me very good skills in leadership, or I don't know, time management or motivation, or these skills, then that's where extracurricular activities are important, if you can demonstrate that they have given you certain skills.
Okay, amazing. Thank you very much for that clarification, Diane. And just to let the attendees know, and Diane, just to remind yourself that there is 5 minutes left of the session. So for the last questions to be coming now, and we'll hopefully within the next 5 minutes come to a close. And thank you very much for answering the questions thus far. With regards to programs, we've got a question on language postgraduate programs. So I think that could also mean any language courses that the University of Kent may offer, if they do offer any.
Right, at postgraduate level, we don't really, I mean, when you say language courses, this could mean quite a few different things, I suppose. We do English language programs, you know, for those students who need to improve their level of English, maybe haven't got the required IELTS or whatever result. So we do pre-sessional English language programs. At undergraduate level, we do languages such as French and Hispanic studies, Spanish, and, you know, those languages, but we don't at postgraduate. The languages there really, we do English. But as I say, you can learn different languages as in addition to your main program of study, and we offer things like Mandarin and Arabic and Chinese, as well as French, Spanish, Italian, German, all sorts of things like that. So there's English language programs that we offer, which will help you with your English language, but also there's the English language that you study at as an academic kind of discipline, and we do things like English literature, we do English language and linguistics, again at undergraduate level.
Thank you very much for that, Diane. And with regards to the UKCAT that you mentioned, what is the score that the University of Kent requires for the UKCAT?
Right. Now that changes. It's not something, it changes depending on the year. So it's not kind of a score that you get and we say, right, you need to get 80% or something. It's not. It depends very much on the year. But I'm just trying to remember what our UCAT scores have been. I'll have to try and find that out, because I can't remember, to be honest with you, the actual score that people got last year. Oh, hang on, it's usually 2,470 or above. But as I say, that can change. That's just what they asked for last year. So you're looking round about that, I suppose, but that's what they did last year. So the best thing to do is have a look on our website. Again, actually, I'll give you, I just posted in the chat my email address. Okay, and I'm just putting here, that's the website of the medical school, Kenton Medway Medical School.
Amazing. Thank you very much for that, Diane. We've got just under a minute left, it seemed. I think we're going to be slowly closing up now. I'd just like to thank everyone, and specifically Diane, thank you for taking the time out to do this online seminar for the students. And for you students, thank you guys for attending online, for attending the Zoom session. Thank you for your questions and your engagement. We really appreciate it. We really appreciate it. As Diane has done, she sent you on the chat, there's the email for the medical program, which is kmms.ac.uk. You also have Diane, which is dw363@kent.ac.uk. And if you have any questions in general regarding studying in the UK, you can also email info@studyin-uk.com. Thank you very much for joining, everyone. And I hope you have a good day and enjoy the rest of your week.
Thank you very much. Thank you everyone for joining in.
Thank you.
Do get in touch.